Hey guys, it's Miss Murphy again. We're gonna bust this little video out on writing formulas for acids. All right, we just did naming acids. We're now gonna write formulas for acids. All right, so I'm gonna go to my handy dandy whiteboard and let's get this started. Acids. So we've already discussed that there's two types of acids. We've got binary acids. We've got oxyacids, right? Recall that binary contains the prefix hydro, and our oxyacids do not have hydro. If you do not realize that, then you will not be successful in this, because what we'll see is we have, I'm just going to write some names down. We're writing formulas for acids. So that's what the title is: hydrochloric acid, chloric acid, chlorous acid. This won't take too long. Hydrobromic acid. Oops, let me spell that right. Hypobromous acid. And let's do acetic acid, since a lot of students get confused with acetic acid. All right. Now, notice that these are all acids, and our job here is to write the correct formula. So it's as simple as this. I see hydro, so I know that this is binary. Okay, so I'm going to get the symbol, charge, and crisscross. In all of these, I'm going to get the symbol, charge, and crisscross. Okay, for all of them. So when I look at the first one, I see hydro, and because I see hydro, it tells me that it's binary. So I know that this does not contain a polyatomic ion, unless it was cyanide. But it does not contain a polyatomic ion with oxygen, all right? So I'm going to get rid of this because it's in my way, right? This means binary, and I will always crisscross charges and simplify for all of them, okay? For all of them. So here I see that I must have hydrogen, positive charge, chloric must be chlorine, negative charge, HCl, in its aqueous form. Okay, over here, there is no hydro. Therefore, there's no hydro, right? So this is an oxyacid. This is oxyacid. No hydro, oxyacid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the ending, and I realize that an ic came from an 8. All right? The word acid tells me that hydrogen is the first element, and the absence of the hydro tells me that this is a polyatomic ion. The fact that it was turned into ic tells me it was originally an 8. So this is hydrogen and chlorate. Chlorate is ClO3 with a -1 charge. 1 and 1 makes HClO3. Okay? Okay, let's go to the next one. There's no hydro. So I'm going to look at the ending. The ending is an us, so it was originally an ite. Acid means hydrogen is the first element, and he was with chlorite. 1 and 1 makes 1 to 1. So notice the difference here. Hydrochloric acid, chloric acid, chlorous acid. Okay, let's go to the next one. I have hydro, is present. That means this is binary. That means I don't need to worry about the ends because this is just hydrogen with an element. And we can see that this element is bromine. Hydrogen, 1, bromine, -1, HBr. Okay, let's look down here. Now, this is not hydro, this is hypo. There is no hydro, so this is oxy. Because it's oxy, I'm going to look at the ending. The us was originally an ite. So acid tells me hydrogen is the first element, and he must be with hypobromite. Well, that's Br, let me move him over. That's BrO negative. So I have HBrO. All right, acetic acid, there's no hydro, so I'm going to look at the ending. The ic was an 8, right? So that's acetate. Acid tells me hydrogen is the first element, and acetate is C2H3O2 with a negative, so I end up with HC2H3O2. You will also see this written. I think I'm going to mess it up. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that later. Okay, let me give a couple more examples when the charges are not all 1, and this will be the end of it. All right, let's do hydrosulfuric acid versus sulfuric acid versus sulfurous acid. All right? Okay, so last 3. I see hydro, so this tells me this is binary. That means I don't need to worry about the ending. I know that it's hydrogen, right? It's an acid, so hydrogen's the first element. And since hydro is present, it's binary. There's no fancy polyatomic ion with oxygen. So this must just be hydrogen with sulfur. Well, sulfur has a -2 charge, so my formula becomes H2S. All right? Sulfuric acid. Well, there is no hydro, so I'm going to look to the ending, and ic was an 8. Acid, hydrogen is the first element, and this time he's with sulfate, who is SO4, 2 negative, giving me a final formula of H2SO4. Last one, sulfurous acid. There's no hydro, so I will look to the ending, and us was an ite. Acid, hydrogen is the first element, and this time he is with sulfite, whom is SO3, 2 negative, giving me H2SO3. Simple as that, guys. Oops, let me get over here a little bit, okay? So figure out what your questions are, if in fact there are any, and put them together. Let me know, and I will be happy to address those questions, okay? I'm going to see you later. Miss Murphy's really busy. Bye.